Ladies and gentlemen, hope you're doing great. God bless you today. I had a trade today. Just thought I'd share it with you. So this is a spread of two instruments. This is going this spread this blue blue price bars are the equity difference between three copper contracts long and two silver contracts short. So this is how price would move every minute of the day if you were both long three coppers and short two silvers. And this is a spread chart. The top price bars are just the copper contract, and I don't have silver displayed here. I got in and I made a mistake. I didn't really plan this trade very well, but I did have one plan in mind, and it worked out. So I made 400 bucks today. Actually, it was 400. So here's the midline is this yellow line. That's the middle of the range for the day so far of the spread. Again, going long three copper and short two silver. So this is a five contract trade. And the midline is a balance line, and it worked out actually pretty well today. But here's what I did. I saw my overbought dots. These pink dots, magenta colored dots on the spread chart itself are overbought. And it's just, I think it's a simple commodity channel index, a CCI of this chart. Nothing special there. Just kind of a reversal of momentum. So I saw this forming, and what I did see, and this is where my plan, I guess, came in, was, let me see if I can get this a little more centered. The red line, the red dots, show historically where this spread has traded in the last 2 weeks. So compared to the midline of the day, the spread is almost always and finishes out below the midline. Okay, so this going forward is basically historical data brought forth to today, showing us where the spread usually is. And it gets a little choppy here because data gets, at the end of the day, it gets all messy. But that's the average line, okay? That's the average of where, so I knew, well, I knew historically we like to, in this market, the spread likes to be below the midline of the day. It's a trend, right? It's a prediction. And I saw my overbought dots, my pink dots going here, so I said, well, let me get in short. I want to sell this spread right at that level, and I got filled right there. And the market immediately went against me. It went back and forth. It really was a bad idea to get in there. Honestly, it was really dumb, and I admit it. But the only saving grace was that historically the spread does tend to trade below the midline and quite a bit of distance too. So that had me interested. And so I did go short. I took about $1,000 of heat here. This is $1,000 from this entry point to the top here, the $1,000 heat. But I held on because one, the midline is the balance line. And typically I would have gone short the midline. That was my smart trade. I should have gone in a limit order here. Um, or sell on a breakdown of these swing low points, which would have probably put me in right about there, about the same price of entry. But momentum finally did move and went south. So I sold off here, took $1,000 of heat, and the market came back and moved. And it's really because copper tanked. Copper reached there was some resistance up here. Let's zoom in. So here's some good, there was a sloping trend line down, right? There was a line from here to there. We had horizontal lines, good amount of resistance here, resistance here. This was the high of the day, right around there, right? So I did decide to go short, and it paid off pretty well, but not as well as it could have. And that's, I guess, what I'm mad about is look at this thing. It went down another 500, 1,000, $1,500 from that point, and copper really sold off. Silver kind of languished, didn't move much at all. So this day was basically driven by the three short copper positions, contracts. But hey, you know what? I got out with 400 bucks actually. And I can't complain, right? I cannot complain about that. But the overall historical prediction showed down. I got in early, which was a bad idea, thinking that this was going to be resistance. One thing also I look at is when do these pink dots stop printing? So we saw it stop printing here, and I said, okay, well, I think it might retrace up into here and here. Probably should have put a stop loss at that level. Yeah. Anyway, worked out, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. If you have any questions about this chart or what spread trading is, definitely put them in the comments. All right, guys, thanks.